श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्न उपशान्तये। अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदं तं भक्तानाम् एकदं तम् उपास्महे। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। कृष्णं कमलपत्राक्षं पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं वासुदेवं जगद्योनिं नौमि नारायणं हरिम्। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। So it is a very happy occasion that we are in Phalguna Masam and we are just on the 9th day of the Phalguna and 8th March. Look at it, how March is running and all the days in the calendar given by Paramatma are very sacred. Therefore they say, Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tara Balam Chandra Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Patehi Anghriyugam Smarami Namami. So now we are in the section of Mahabharata, Vidura Neethi, because Neethi Shastra is most important. If nobody has got Neethi and Reeti, then the life will be a problem. So Reeti and Neethi are most important one. Therefore, we have that Neethi connected to the various facets of life. Because life is a motley. There are so many aspects for the life, for humans more so, because humans are endowed with the buddhi, intelligence. So the intelligence will blossom in how many forms we don't know, and how adventurous it could be not known. But there should be one guru to tell us. You see, there is one great champion who is trying to climb up the mountains, Himalayan mountains, and especially certain such peaks where they want to. But that's a kind of, even that Mahameru are trying to climb up or measure the Kailas mountain or other mountains and all that. Suddenly at that height, hurricane comes, a tempest. So when that kind of weather change absolutely comes up, it's only Paramatma who should protect, because thereby we understand the Paramatma also is a Nitivan. He is also a moral strength, and see that the achievements are possible. So here we are in the 36th chapter of Vidhuraneethi. Because I told you, when we have noted down, there are 500 slokas in Vidhuraneethi section in Mahabharata. Out of so many slokas, more than 1 lakh slokas are there. So Mahabharata was originally called as the Jaya, then it was called as the Bharata, then Mahabharata. So these are all the stages of the development of Mahabharata. And that itself is a big study. And ultimately, we have more than 1 lakh slokas. So many zeros after one. And in that, we have Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranamam, Viduraneethi, and Sanat Sujatiyam, Dhritarashtra, so many characters more belonging to Dhritarashtra party, belonging to the Pandavas party, and also others. So that's how Mahabharata is a place where people can't learn from the experiences also. For example, it is said that Duryodhana, when he declared war with the Pandavas, his Sainyam was 11 Akshohinis, while the Sainyam was 7 Akshohini. So there was to be a battle between the less Sainyam with more Sainyam. It's a really tough job. And moreover, in this Mahabharata war, on the side, in the weaker side, namely Pandavas, Krishna accepted to be only a car driver, Parthasarathi. He will not hold a weapon, he will not do anything. Just he will drive the horses and take to the place wherever Arjuna wants. Supposing Arjuna asked, Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Ratham Sthapaya Achyuta. So he said, park my car in between the two arrays of army. Yes, Krishna did it. No wrong parking, everybody accepted it. For a very short time, so that he could gaze who are the heroes with whom he should fight in the war. He cannot waste his arrows because he's a Maharatha and so on. So you observe that Mahabharata is having different characters. And moreover, the Sainyam increased on Duryodhana's side because all those people who were defeated and hurt and all that Maharajas, they joined Dhritarashtra party or Duryodhana, and therefore their Sainyam became quantitatively large. Anyway, so before that kind of happening to happen, Dhritarashtra was gripped by fear when Sanjaya came and informed that Dharmaraja is committed to war only because there are so many cheatings, hurtings, and deceptions, etc., which Duryodhana mounted towards the Pandavas. And the proposal sent by Dharmaraja, by Dhritarashtra, requesting Pandavas to go back to forest for another 13 years, letting his brothers to continue their luxury of enjoying the whole entirety of the land and Rajasukhas. That proposal irritated Dharmaraja because it against Dharma. The Dharma was, the agreement before starting the display was, when the condition is fulfilled either by Pandavas or by Kauravas, automatically they become eligible to claim the land and occupy. But Dharmaraja could not do it because his uncle held, and for Pitru Samaha is there, so he has to take his counsel or acceptance formally and then go and occupy his seat. That is the ethics of Dharmaraja, and there comes the whole problem. So when Sanjaya chided Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra lost confidence and he had no sleep at all. Prajagaratvam. So night time when you don't have sleep, it is called Prajagara. That means if your sleep comes, so good. If you go to sleep at 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the night, you should go. And then by 4, 5 o'clock, if you get up, the body would have undergone all kinds of rest because all members of the body inside go to rest except the uchvas and isvasas, the heart and lungs, etc. They keep working. And then you become fresh. Therefore, sadhyo jatam prapadyami. That is, you are always fresh born. And so you have all new energies in you. And therefore, with those freshness and new novelty, you will start the day. Good morning and good day and Pratar Namami Lalitambikam. So you tell her Lalita Parameswari, saying that Lokayatra Vidhayini, Amma, you are the one who will make our Lokayatra, the Dinayatra, Dinacharit go well. So with that prayer we start. So now that Vidura Suma came to him and went on talking. Now we are in the 36th chapter, 37th sloka or mantra, Upadesha. And thereby there are about 41 chapters. So 8 chapters means 41 chapters are there. So it is a long drawn program to cover 500 slokas, because each sloka has got a great commentary, has great explanation. And therefore, now you see, Vidura is telling Dhritarashtra, Aya, your friends need not be your relatives also. Blood relatives ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Any human being who befriends you, if he is sincere and affectionate and committed to the friendship, he is your gold. For example, Rama and Sugriva. What Sugriva's class is different. He's a monkey. And Rama is a Nara. So Naranara Sneha is universal, is a proverbially unique. Naranara and Sakya is also uniquely success. So this the friendship is tying or enticing very much only when when the minds are set, remaining common all through the time. So constancy is important. So in 36th stanza, Vidura said, see, he himself to be a good friend, even though he is unconnected by birth or by blood relationship, and is really a good friend. He is a good protector and he is good support. That's why Sayeva Bandhu ಮಿತ್ರಂ ಸಹ ಗತಿಹಿ ತತ್ಪರಾಯಣಂ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗತಿಹಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಗತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ದಿ ಗೋಲ್, ದಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ should be understood by your friend also, and with the same spirit and temperament, and then help you to that. Just like Rugriva, his band of army, and Rama, his people. Actually, Rama could have summoned his brother Bharata to send army to fight with the Rakshasas. He did not do it because there was instruction, Deshakalo pratikshasva Shamamana priya priye Samamana priye Sugriva vasago bhava. So that was one of the Rishi's instruction. Don't even depend upon your Bharata. He has got big responsibility. And he is not in the capital city actually. He is sitting somewhere in a village. Nandi Grama and ruling the Ayodhya. Therefore, Rama did not ask his brother to send army, but he just depended upon the monkeys. And to those monkeys, Vanaraviras, he gave training also, military training, and saw that they became armed enough, bold enough to face the Rakshasas in war. So you observe all these things are underlying the friendship. So a friend in need, indeed is a friend, is a beautiful thing. Because in need and indeed is being beautifully punned. There is a pun on that. Therefore, so that fellow is Bandhu Mitram. So that's why you can trust human beings, you can test them, and when you are convinced, you become highly friendly. And in 37th sloka, where from we have got to do it, I think last time we could not continue further. I'm just reading the 37th sloka of the 36th chapter of the Vidura Neethi, which you have downloaded, and that is really interesting. See, Chalachittasya vai pumsaha vruddhan anupasevataha pariplavam ati pariplavamatehe nityam adhruvo mitra sangraha. This is exactly we have to learn from people, because if you must gather friends, you cannot remain with friend free. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಸಹಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಏನಂತ, ನಕೋಪಿ ಆತ್ಮನಃ ಸ್ಕಂಧಂ ಅವರೋಹತಿ. ಆನಂದವರ್ಧನ ಇನ್ ಧ್ವನ್ಯಾಲೋಕಂ says that nobody can climb his own shoulder by himself, because everybody is dependent upon others for one or the other matter. Nakopi atmanaha skandham. On your own shoulders you can climb. So everybody is on the shoulders of other. Therefore, here he says, Mitra Sangraha Kartavyaha. You have to do, make, but you must have, if you want to make friendship, what is that? You must have steady heart. Or, otherwise, Chalachittasya Vaipumsaha Vruddhanupasevataha. These are the two important conditions. You should make your mind stable. Unstable mind, unstable and this heart, unstable parts of our body, always dangerous. So stable heart, stable angina also, and stable all this. So when they are stable, we can be healthy. If are unstable means again and again you have to meeting the doctor, meeting the situation. Adukoskara chala chitta. Chitta andre chitta is the interior part of a division of our mind. It is said our mind has got so many compartments. The bottom compartment important is the chittam. So manasa is there. Manas is having the folds. So chittasya, that is where from all decisions or nischayas come up. When once you decide, you should be sticking to that. For example, a boy liking a girl for marriage is finished. He has to go with her. Likewise, the vice versa. Even the girl liking a man to accepting him to be husband, it is a lifelong program. That's what is our Hindu marriage system. See, Brahmi Vihavaha andre, ondsala commit adre, you are just friends for a long time. There are eight ways how that woman helps you. So, Karyeshu, Karaneshu, etc., in all aspects, 8 aspects of human life, she will be a mentor, she will be a servant, she will be an entertainer, she will be all that, and Gruhalakshmi. So much similarly, Yakandre Chitta at the time of marriage, accepting the girl or boy, is that if it is Chala, divorces will happen. Family problems crop up. Therefore, Chalachitta is to be dropped. And another point, Vruddhan Anupasevitana. You should always go to gurus. Vruddha is a guru, experienced person, knowledgeable persons. So you should always be in company of a learned people. That's why Sajjana Sangati. Sangati is important. But with whom you should have the Sangati? Sajjanaihi Sangatihi. You should always keep contact with the elderly people, experienced people, and well-educated people, and who are interested in you also. See, with interest, attachment, affection, that's what is called Vruddha Sevana, and not waiting upon the aged people. Because Mudukariddre Maneli, they want to, the Mammaga will come and say, Tata Yavalu Kemta Irtane, Adirte, Appa ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೇನ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ಈ ಮೊಮ್ಮಗ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರೋ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ನು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟಾಲರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗುರುಸ್. Whatever knowledge they are going to impart on you, give respect, because we cannot expect gurus to be constantly with us. We just incidentally meet them and they disappear. For example, in the famous Aditya Hridayam, Agastya and all gods came to Rama. He was in Dila status and said, Rama Rama Mahabauho. See, Yuddha Parisrantatvam is not deserving for you. Go ahead. So he said that you pray Ravi and you will get all things done. And Ravi also, Surya Bhagavan, he responded. How he responded, last sloka, you see, Atha Ravi Varada Vikshira Ramam Nisichara Samsayam Sisara. So looking at the Maranam of that Nisichara, and then she said, Twarasveti. Look at the word Twarasva means fire. Inka delay chekinaina, go, fight. I am there. My blessings are there. The Vamsa Purusha, Surya Bhagavan agreed and encouraged. That's how it's called as the, so Vruddha and all the Agastya and gods, everybody disappeared after Upadesha. And Rama did make japa of that and got it. So, and the another point is Pariplava Matihi. Pariplava means fickle-mindedness. You are not strong on your own decisions. If you make decision, you should stick to the decision. These days, we know we go to railway station, make reservation. ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಆ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಪೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಎಗೈನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಡೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ತುಂಬ ವೆಯ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಟಾಲರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲವನ ಚಿತ್ತಂ. ನೋ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಫ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲವಚಿತ್ತಸ್ಯ ಧ್ರುವ ಮಿತ್ರ ನ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ. ದೇರ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. So you should not float your decisions. Your decisions must be strong. And so and also your mind, your inner body must be stable or must not be unstable. And you should love to serve others. If you don't have that kind of serving elders, you will not be happier. So ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ what is happening is that, and so you cannot make friends. So Duryodhana is not strong and is not stable, but he has only one determination. That is, he wants land. Even Dhritarashtra, his determination is, in spite of any danger, any calamity, or any difference, he wants his chair to be confirmed. That Simhasanam, he doesn't want to vacate. You must imagine, when Pandavas ultimately came, Dharmaraja ultimately came to vacate the Simhasanam by Dhritarashtra and allow Dharmaraja to sit on that. You can imagine the status of mind and the feelings and all that. Because Dhritarashtra wanted to be the Chakravarti all through the time. Even he has, doesn't matter, his own brother's children suffer, no matter. And so you observe the attitude and all that, so difficult. And now we go to 38th sloka. I just read it. So, Sivalingaya, can you read 38th sloka, 38, 39? Chalachit.
चलचित्तमनात्मानमिन्द्रियाणां वशानुगम् अर्थां समतिवर्तन्ते हंसा शुष्कं सरो यथा अकस्मादेव कुप्यन्ति प्रसीदन्त्यनिमित्ततः शीलमेतदसाधूनां भ्रम ಪಾರಿಪ್ಲವಂ ಯಥಾ.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಹೇಳು ಬಾಬು.
ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
The first one, 38. ಚಲಚಿತ್ತ ಮನಾಹ.
ಚಲಚಿತ್ತ ಮನಾಹ. ಚಲಚಿತ್ತ ಮನಾಹ.
ಮಹಂ ಆತ್ಮಾನಂ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಾಣಾಂ ವಶಾನುಗಂ.
ಆತ್ಮಾನಮಿಂದ್ರಿಯಾಣಾಂ ವಸಾನುಗಾಂ.
ಅರ್ಥಾಃ ಸಮತಿವರ್ತಂತೆ.
ಅರ್ಥಾಃ ಸಮತಿವರ್ತಂತೆ.
ಹಂಸಾಃ ಶುಷ್ಕಂ ಸರೋ ಯಥಾ.
ಹಂಸಾಃ ಶುಷ್ಕಂ ಸರೋ ಯಥಾ. ಹಂಸಾಃ ಶುಷ್ಕಂ ಸರೋ ಯಥಾ.
ಅಕಸ್ಮಾದೇವ ಕುಪ್ಯಂತಿ.
ಅಕಸ್ಮಾದೇವ ಕುಪ್ಯಂತಿ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾದೇವ ಕುಪ್ಯಂತಿ.
ಪ್ರಸೀದಂತ್ಯನಿಮಿತ್ತತಃ.
ಪ್ರಸೀದಂತ್ಯನಿಮಿತ್ತತಃ. ಪ್ರಸೀದಂತ್ಯನಿಮಿತ್ತತಃ.
ಶೀಲಮೇತದು ಅಸಾಧೂನಾಂ.
ಶೀಲಮೇತದು असाधूनां शीलमेतद् असाधूनाम्
अभ्रं पारिप्लवं यथा
अभ्रं पारिप्लवं यथा अभ्रं पारिप्लवं यथा.
So if you want to, this 37, 8, you say, if you want to have a success and attain all your objects, you have to have this. So if you must give up chalachittamanatmanam indriyanam vasanugam arthaha samadivartante. That's the idea. See, if you have unsteady mind and if you have no control over your own indriyas, you cannot obtain any success at all. And so also, indriyanam vasanuga means you are a slave to the senses. And then what would happen? The objectives or success which you want to get will abandon you. Vijayu barodilla, Jaya barodilla, failure baratte. How like the swans in a waterless tank. In a tank, if there is no water, gets dried up because of sun heat or any other condition, the swan is a success. So here there is a metaphor. What is the metaphor? All jaya, all vijaya, all happiness is compared to the Hamsa. What is Hamsa? Sadashiva. What is Hamsa? Hamsa is the pure bird, white bird, speck-free bird, and its gati is also very beautiful. So Hamsa is a standing symbol for many things. And among the birds, Hamsa is top. Therefore, all those people who have got Tyaga, they are called as Hamsas. Paramahamsa, Hamsa, Paramahamsa, Parivrajaka, Acharya, etc. All you see the compliments for sannyasis of Mathadipatis. So, but ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಹಂಸತ್ವವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದೋದೇ ಮಹಾ ಕಷ್ಟ. That's why in Mahanyasam we have got a separate right, an ancillary right is called as Hamsa Gayatri. The Hamsa Gayatri Japa is very much important. We have got Savitri, Surya Gayatri is there, Narsimha Gayatri is there. So many Gayatri mantras are there. Among all those Gayatri mantras, Savitru mantra, that is Bhurbhuvas Tatsaviturvarenyam, is a top. It's a Brahma mantra and it's a Brahma mantra or Brahma Vidya. Therefore, you see here, when the Kasara becomes empty, then the Hamsas don't stay there. That is the best birds floating in the earth. They will never stay there. They disappear. Therefore, Hamsaha Sushkam Saraha Yatha Samita Samati Vartante. Sam plus Ati Vartante. They fly off. And similarly, Artha in the goals. See, we have so many goals in our life. One wants to become an engineer, a doctor, a cobbler, a blacksmith, a goldsmith, a tailor, and a maharaja or whatever. So all these are arthas. And moreover, it is said that Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells you, Aya, we have indriyas. But you need not care your indriyas very much and take care of it and attend to them. No. Indriyaha, indriyartheshu pravartante. Aya, you indrigalu, if you open your eye, you start seeing. When you are aware, you start hearing. When you put something into your tongue, the tongue will tell you what it is tasting, whether it's sweet or salty or sour. So like that, indriyaha indriyartheshu pravartante. But what you do is, you have to hold the indriyas in your control. You have to dictate. That's exactly is the manaha sthiryam. Sthira buddhi, sthira chitta, and sthira indriya, and sthira, that sthiratvam. So that's what even sthiratva ಬಗ್ಗೆಗೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಯೋಗ ಥರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಥಿತಧೀಹಿ ಮುನಿರುಚ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Anybody who has got a steady mind, he will be called as a Muni. And Munayaha, who are Munis? Munayaha Samsita. They have lot of discipline in them. Samsita Vrataha. They commit to some commitment, and they attach to that and they work for it. However hard it is, however impediments come to that. Therefore, that is the point of determination. In fact, we have got to practice 3 Ds. What are the 3 Ds? Decision, determination, and dexterity. So decision, determination, dexterity, 3D ಇದ್ರೆ we can definitely accomplish. Therefore, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅಯ್ಯ ಅರ್ಥಗಳಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅಂಶಗಳು. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥಗಳು ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ದೆಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಫ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್. Unless you take more determination and pursuance, you will never be successful. Therefore, you have to be very careful that let not your mind becomes dry. Your mind must be wet with noble, wisdomful thoughts, and with steadiness, and with objectiveness. So that's why it is said, Kalidasa says in Malavakagnimitram also, Prayojanamanudisya namando api pravartate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Even a mad man will not act unless there is some benefit for him. Supposing who is madman? The madman wants, for example, a chair to be a topsy-turvy, not in orderly. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಚೇರನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟಾಪ್ಸಿ ಟರ್ವಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಬೈ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೇರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೈನ್ 39th ಶ್ಲೋಕ, there are people unsteady. So akasmadeva kupyanti. There are people, suddenly short-tempered people we call them. ಈ ಟೆಂಪರ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಟೆಂಪರ್ಮೆಂಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲಾಫಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್. Such people are there. And also, prasidanti animittatah. Some people, for no reason, for no benefit, they will be quite gracious. So they say, without any gratification or anything like that, so they will be like that. And again, such people are there. They are also there. See, so their unsteadiness is just like the akasham, like clouds that are so inconsistent in the sky. You know, ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಮೋಡಗಳು, they are not consistent at all. ಕೆಲವು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವರು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ. But generally, clear sky is very difficult to see, but always sky is filled with the hopeless clouds, not that. Yes, in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I get you coffee. So you observe that consistency is important. So consistency is important. But generally people are not consistent. They are all fickle. But imagine Rama, to be able to control the fickle monkeys, to be orderly and fight with the Rakshasas and get the Sita back to his yard. Hanuman is a great buddhimatam varishtaha. Buddhir balam yaso dhairyam nirbhayatvam arogatam ajadyam vakpatutvam cha hanumat smaranat bhavet. When you say Hanuman, you imagine that Hanumanta is a wealthy fellow with all these things: buddhi, balam, yasaha, dhairyam, nirbhayatvam, arogata, ajadyam, vakpatutvam. All these things are the assets in the personality of Hanuman. Therefore, all people mm, turn to pray Hanuman. Therefore, here it is sufficient. People are fickle. Suddenly they laugh, suddenly they cry, suddenly they do that. So, they are not at all trustworthy people. You can't trust people who are short tempered. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನ್ನ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆಂಗ್ರಿ, ಬಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಜ್ಜನಾಸ್. The minds of munis, the minds of disciplined people is always stable. ಸೊ ಸ್ಥಿತಧೀಹಿ ಮುನರಿಚ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಏನಂದರೆ ಏನು we have got to have a control over our own thinking and all that. So finally we have got only 1 minute, but this 40th sloka I read, and Shivalinga help us. Satkrutascha krutarthascha Satkrutascha krutarthascha mitranam nabhavanti ye तान् भृतानपि क्रव्यादाः कृतघ्नान् न अपभुञ्जते. You see, Krutagnaha, now he comes to the next section, next point. Krutagnaha means those people who don't acknowledge the help received from the friends. And they will be very proud. And so such people, even when he dies, even the birds won't touch them. And even the ants will not eat the dead body. Anyway, so we continue with that because 40 minutes, this 40, no time, it will disappear. Om Swasti Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sarva Saha Viryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu. Om Tat Satu. So I have been asking to extend